The stories of the Bible are shared experiences of God. They're passed down from generation to generation. They continue to shape our understanding of God and identify us as the people of God. When the focus is on the story, not the storyteller, the listener is encouraged to enter the story as it unfolds through their own imagination. Worship is seeking God, knowing God, loving God. Sharing the stories of the Bible through storytelling is an invitation to seek, know, love the great mystery we call God. Children are invited to sit at the front with Paula to see one of God's stories.
Is everybody good today? Yep. Good, I'm glad you came. Thank you. So I'm going to tell a story, and the way this story is told is a little bit different than what you're used to. I don't want you to think I'm rude, because when I'm telling the story, I'm not going to be looking at you. Normally, when we tell stories, we look at each other, and we engage, and we laugh, and whatever, but I'm just going to be in the story. You guys are going to be totally on the screen, aren't you? Anyway, so I won't be looking at you. Don't think I'm rude. But when I'm sitting like this, I'm talking to you and happy that you're here. And when I'm sitting like this, I'll be telling the story. So I'm not going to be talking to you, but I'm still happy you're here. So then after, we'll sit down. I'll sit back like this, and we'll talk about the story a little bit. Okay? So let's get ready. It's good to have maybe a little centering prayer to start, to get ourselves ready to be with God. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a song. I think you've learned it in Sunday school, maybe once or twice you might remember, but we'll start. It's the one that starts with, it's be still and know that I am God. Okay, do you guys remember that one at all? Let's try it. Ready? Jade, can you try? Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. I mixed that one up. Okay, are we all ready? Once every year, the people of God go to Jerusalem to celebrate the feast of the Passover and to remember how God led them through the water into freedom. Every year, Jesus went to Jerusalem to celebrate the feast of the Passover with his family and his friends. But this year they did not want to go. They were afraid. They said, "Don't go to Jerusalem. People there want to kill you." But Jesus said, "We must go." When the day of the Passover came, some of Jesus' friends went to an upper room and prepared the feast. Then Jesus and his friends went to the upper room to celebrate the feast of Passover. They were still afraid. Then Jesus said the words of the feast in a way they had never heard before. Jesus took the bread and blessed it and broke it and said, "Take, eat. This is my body broken for you." Then Jesus took the cup and said, "Drink this, all of you. This is my blood shed for you." Then they sang a hymn and went out to a garden to pray. Then it happened. People who didn't like Jesus took him and held him. They wouldn't let him go. Later, they nailed him to a cross to kill him. And Jesus died. It was very sad. But then 3 days later, God did an amazing thing. God made Jesus alive again. So every time we take this bread and drink this cup, we remember Jesus and how God made him alive again. I wonder how Jesus' friends felt when he said, "Take, eat, this is my body broken for you." How do you think the disciples felt eating the bread and drinking the wine? We can have audience participation too. How do you think they felt when they heard that Jesus had died? Sad? Mhm. Upset? Mhm. 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 Now they do, yes. Mhm. How do you think they felt when they heard that Jesus was alive again? Happy? Confused, yeah. Yeah. A little confused. Well, before we go, we'll sing a little song in closing that is a way of blessing. So when we sing this song of blessing, we're singing it to bless others, but the others are also blessing us. So when we are singing, we're both receiving a blessing and giving a blessing at the same time. So like the opening song, this song has words and a tune, but also has some signs. So the signs we need to know are go, do you remember this? And peace, which is the same for be still, right? Peace and be still are the same sign. So go and peace, go, peace, let. So you just go from your rib cage, let, love, and God. Remember that one? Surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. So let's put the tune to it, and then we'll get everybody to sing it all together, so we're all blessed. So let's try this. Go now in peace, go now in peace. Let the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Can we do it all together now? That'd be cool. Let's hear everybody. Okay, you want to show them how it's done? Let's try. Ready? Go now in peace, go now in peace. Let the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Thank you. So now you are blessed. You can go back to your seats. Thank you for coming.